Atlantic TV Network. Twitter, Atlantic TV Net. For sponsorship, 0810-634-1777. ATN Icons celebrating the giants of our time.
From the lines across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring all sport news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN.
But I remain committed to the United Kingdom leaving.
Since I became Prime Minister, I've said we must get on and get Brexit done on October the 31st so that this country can move on.
Sir, my amendment is that Mr. President should be invited to come and explain the situation.
For the Nigerian government to stop killing its people and
It's getting exciting here today in Nigeria as we prepare for the 2023 elections in Nigeria, and a lot of things are happening. Welcome back from that break. This is Open Conversation today on Atlantic Television Network. I am Namdi Uzuku, and we kick off with the program today, which is starting up with Bola Ahmed Tinubu making the news in Nigeria today. 29 years after Abiola Kingibe, Tinubu resurrects Muslim tickets, picks Shetima as running mate. Now the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, yesterday in Daura, Katsina State, revealed his choice of running mate as Senator Kashim Ibrahim Shetima. It has been reported that Tinubu's choice of the former Borno State Governor Shetima is a throwback to 29 years ago in 1993 general elections, when business mogul and philanthropist MKO Abiola, a Muslim, chose Ambassador Babagana Kingibe as a Muslim as his vice presidential candidate under the Social Democratic Party SDP in the aborted Third Republic. The Abiola Kingibe ticket was to emerge victorious in the presidential election on June 12, 1993, only for the election to be annulled by the military junta of General Ibrahim Babangida. Tinubu announced his long-awaited choice of a running mate when he and other top officials of the ruling party paid a Salah homage to President Muhammadu Buhari in his hometown of Daura yesterday. According to a statement issued by presidential spokesman Garba Shehu, Shetima, a serving senator representing Borno Central, is a former governor of Borno State. After conferring with President Buhari, the APC presidential candidate, accompanied by Governor Aminu Bello Masari, told newsmen that the president had to be properly notified before an announcement would be made. Now he says, and I quote, "But after much reflection and wider consultation, I now wish to step down. I realize that my decision will enable Asiwaju to have more latitude, to give more accommodation and inclusion that will position our party to win the coming election with the support of the people of Nigeria. I wish to confirm that I have submitted my withdrawal later and affidavits to that effect as the vice presidential candidate to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the coming election." Masari stated this. Why Asiwaju settled for Borno State Governor? That's what we'll be looking at again. Apparently responding to and preempting further agitations trailing the choice of a Muslim presidential ticket by individuals and interest groups, including the Christian Association of Nigeria, Tinubu further explains his choice of Shetima by invoking the June 12th spirit. He says in a statement he personally signed yesterday, the presidential candidate of the APC said the spirit of June 12th is upon the country once more ahead of the 2023 polls, recalling that in 1993 Nigerians embraced Muslim ticket. He said, and I quote him, "In 1993, Nigerians embrace Chief MKO Abiola and a fellow Muslim, Babagana Kingibe, as running mate in certainly one of our fairest election ever held. The spirit of 1993 is upon us once more in 2023. He stated again, Senator Kashim Shettima's profession in politics and past reveals that he is eminently certified as a person with the expertise, maturity, energy of character, and patriotism. He has more implicit confidence. He says again, and I quote, I am conscious that many will proceed to deal with a selected element, the query of his religion. However, if we actually perceive the challenges upon us as a nation, then we should additionally see the crucial need of inserting competence and governance above non-secular sentiments. Now, those were the words of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and words again of Garba Shehu, and once again of Maseri, the man who stepped down for Kashim Shettima. Now, joining me to do justice of to these trending and serious issues affecting the nation's landscape, it's socio-political analyst Frank Enawaji Ogwonono. Now, good morning to you, Mr. Frank.
Good morning. Morning.
How are you today?
Thank God for everything.
Like a happy Salah to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, next is public affairs analyst in pressing of Juriel Mas, popularly called JAJ. Good morning to you, JAJ.
Yeah, thank you very much for Bakari Salah to all our Muslim brothers. Muslim tickets.
Yes. Okay, that's what we're discussing this morning. All right, so it's no news again. So, gentlemen, you already see the background of the stories, and the announcement was made yesterday in Daura when they had the constant visit to the president in celebration of the Salah. First of all, I would like to ask you, Frank Enawaji Ogwonono, did you see this coming?
Yeah, because for APC to have picked Tinubu from Lagos State or from the southern part of Nigeria, we are explaining in this dispensation now, I believe that somebody that will run as his running mate will come from the north. And definitely, he will be a Muslim. For now, there's no contest. Tinubu is a Muslim. And from the political calculation, everybody is trying to woo the electorates from all the divides to see how to win the election. And as it stands now, they are now going to where they can pick or they can get more votes. And from my own political geography, the North is ready to make sure they support their own. Guys, whether you like it, it's not written down. It's a mindset in Nigeria. For me also, I am not even against Muslim ticket because it's not constitutional. But the fact is that the way things are being run in Nigeria is what is creating confusion. We have Muslim ticket. If not, I don't see any problem. But because of the reactions of our leaders when they are in office, that's where we now begin to have doubt that Muslim ticket is against almost many people's expectations. Ordinary in politics, there is no room for issue of Muslim ticket or Christian ticket. All is about forming a government that will, in a way, cushion the effect of poverty and in a way bring down this high level of insecurity that is bedeviling Nigeria. In governance, there's nothing like Christianity or Muslims or traditionalists. It's about formation of government. But it's because of the parochial sentiment that is trying to play out as if Frank will now, as a Christian, I will now say, Muslim ticket is a taboo. All that is, I don't need to. And again, like the issue of trying to invoke the spirit of June 12th. I hope the election will not be cancelled. Because
okay, that's another angle we're going to go to because it's 21 years.
I'm not against it.
Yes.
But let me tell you, in politics, it's about victory. And everybody wants to win. You can see what is happening in Labour. Why must Okupe resigned? It's about having political spread.
Okay.
So it's about political spread. So I'm not against it.
Well, okay, all right. So since you're not against it, we will come to you later. JAJ, I'd like to really find out from you also. It's 29 years after the Abiola Kingibe's resurrection, that what we'll call it now. People have said that he's going to resurrect the spirit. Now, what do you take? What's your take about this? Because we've seen several matters like this, and we've not seen it in this light since 29 years. And he said that he's raising up the spirit of the June 12 today, and we have speculations from some people, the reactions of people against the Muslim tickets. It's more. And the people for the Muslim ticket, putting at the ratio, looking at the social media reactions that we have it today. What's your reaction towards that?
Andy, thank you very much, and our Muslim brothers out there, I say congratulations to you once more. But the last time I checked, I know that you are a journalist, not a population census expert. And I don't know where you got that statistics of more people reacting against the Muslim ticket. And those reactions, as far as I'm concerned, is neither here nor there. The political party have taken a decision that whether make or mar them, so they live and die with it. Then those who are reacting are not even members of political parties. That is on one side. On the other side, you have 18 political parties right now. You are not including those ones at INEC as the register, so you have like 18 political parties. One has chosen Muslim ticket, which to me, I think before you're a Muslim or you're a Christian, you are first and foremost a human being. If you commit a crime, do they ask you if you're a Muslim, go, and you're a Christian, you can face trial, or you're a Christian, you go, as a Muslim, you have to face trial. Everybody, as far as I'm concerned, are equal before the law. Now, if you think that the decision taken by a certain political party is not okay by you, you have 17 others, for goodness sake. It's not like, oh, this is the one party, so it has to be like this. So you have to do your own homework and see those who have seen the Labour Party, for instance, as a southern presidential candidate. Pick somebody from the north. You also have so many of them like that. You have people like the PDP as a party also picked a certain Christian, or as the case may have been, because even the Christian, the Muslim thing, are they most people in this country are either Muslim or Christian. You hardly see few, we are few, the traditional people. The other day, the barrister Malcolm wore traditional dress to the Supreme Court. A whole Supreme Court has to adjourn him abruptly because somebody wore traditional stuff to to the Supreme Court. Meanwhile, the same Supreme Court approved that some people should wear hijab. So you understand what I'm saying? So until we put religion away and think of what is really affecting this country, are we ready as a people to make sure we tackle our problem, insecurity, food shortage, every problem in this world now? It's on us.
The issuance was given to all the party, as you mentioned. Now, the issuance by CAN was given to all the political parties, not just one party.
CAN is just a very minute group when it comes to political party. You have CAN members in almost all the political parties. So what is the big deal there? CAN cannot come and dictate to political parties. Political parties, they have strategies, they have people who think on their behalf, and they have gone round. You saw the first time, it's okay, every presidential aspirant must come with his running mate. Some even have to go with placeholder. You have people like Peter Obi of the Labour Party going for his placeholder by bringing Doyin Okugbe. You have even the Ahmed Tinubu of the APC also having a placeholder. And the guy said, I'm resigning because I've seen this all put together. Those are the consultations. They are looking at the risk, the SWOT, and how this decision can make or mar us. They have checked all ramifications and said, look, for Tinubu, Shetima, we are ready to go. So whether CAN likes it or not, whether any other person likes it or not, a decision of the party. CAN is not a member of any political party. So it should allow party do their own thing. Let's even come into recess right now.
All right.
You have President Muhammadu Buhari coming. You have President Muhammadu Buhari as a Muslim, right? You have Yemi Osibanjo as a Christian. We also are aware that some churches have been attacked. Why has Osibanjo not carried gun to make sure that he wants to defend all the churches that have been attacked? Since he's a Christian, and he's also a pastor, a very senior one at that matter. So all these Christian, Muslim, pagan, Amadio Hatim, it's not even so funny to me. It's just that we are not ready as a people to nip our problem in the bud.
Thank you, Mr. JJ. Now, Mr. Frank, you were going to mention something about the June 12th issues that really took place, and now people have said he has gone to resurrect the spirit of June 12th, which he also stated that the flag bearer Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And some people say that his choice of a Muslim ticket is the road to the failure of the APC come 2023. Do you agree to that?
I disagree. See, let me tell you, I was one of the agents of NRC as a young boy. I was secondary school. I was the agent, and the SDP. But then they had two parties in place. Now, we knew in NRC as a boy then that if Bashir Tofa doesn't win that election, it will be cancelled. I was privileged to know that as a boy. And we knew it. Let me tell you, in the history of politicking, as a boy, Abiola went around almost all the. By then it was there was nothing like 774. But for me to be in Andoni, to see Abiola coming down to Andoni, then did not have local government area as a specific Andoni. But Abiola came down to Andoni to campaign.
As a town.
Yes, as a town. No, it's not as a town. Andoni is a town. He came to Ungo. Andoni is a town. Andoni is an ethnic group of so many communities. So there was a kind of serious consciousness, political consciousness on the part of Abiola. As we are talking now, some of the presidents will not even get to some local government areas because they think they have the spread of the political parties. But Abiola went to the grassroots to make sure that people have a feel. But then cowbell came out, cowbell milk.
But Tinubu has not done the same, actually, in this
spread.
When he was
I won't speak for him now. Let me talk what I know. You are talking to June 12. By the spirit of June 12, Abiola was able to reach out to people. And as of then, there was no issue of who is a Muslim, who was a Muslim, who is not a Muslim. Everyone was after SDP. Well, NRC also had its own strength. As we are talking now, APC has strength. So whatever we are talking of June 12, it's not about June 12, it's about the political spread of the political party. Because as well concerned, as we are talking now, if nothing happens in APC, from now till 2023 election, APC is going to win the election. It's not about contest.
That's still arguable and contestable.
I'm coming.
Contestable.
Get my point. I use the word if. If is what you call in English conditional statement. If nothing happens in APC, with the spread of APC now, nothing will stop APC from winning the presidential election in 2023.
You said the spread. We're going to come to this.
Coming. So let me say
in River State, we have an exodus of people moving, but we'll come to that.
See, I'm coming. Let me establish. You are not River State. There was never a time the APC has won an election. Since APC came on board in River State, and APC have been winning presidential election in this country.
We'll come
so
to
let's
that.
leave that one.
We'll come to
My
that.
concern is.
Hold on, JJ. Hold on, JJ.
See, the issue of June 12 being brought on board today is the issue of Muslim tickets. That's the only thing that is fantastic. But in the political spread now, APC has a spread. See, whether you like it or not, I'm not a politician, but I like politics.
Thank you, Mr. Frank.
Now, APC, if you observe today, in terms of governors, our party politics in Nigeria is built on governors. And by the time governors stand their ground and say, we're not shifting ground, we start with our party and then with our party, everything has been settled.
All right, thank you.
So what we're seeing on the ground is that people are trying to say, let's scuttle, move out. And if that is maintained, then you'll see what will play out in the next three months.
All right, so thank you, Mr. Frank. Now, JJ, you mentioned some things that the APC is the only party that have really chosen a Muslim ticket, right? And with that, now, some people have said that it's another route or another way of telling the Christians to really leave that party and also vote for another person or vote for other party in the 2023 elections. Now, invariably, the APC losing most of the Christian votes in the north. Do you think so?
I don't know the people you call Christians. We are all human beings. And from the way this country is right now, if we still dwell on primordial sentiment, that means we are not even ready to get out of the wood.
So you're denying the
What
fact
do you
that the Nigeria is not built within political religious divides?
It may be built from your imagination.
Not from my imagination, but you know that
As far as I'm concerned,
Nigeria is a religious state, and you know that.
I don't think Nigeria is a secular state. Nigeria as a country, you have Christians, you have Muslims, you have Igbe worshippers, you have Olokun worshippers. In my area, people worship Umalokun. That's the god of the sea. So many other gods like that, so many areas. I'm from Delta State. I mean, Chekiri. We are riverine people who worship the riverine gods. So many. Why are they not also considering that if you don't bring Umalokun and Christian, that heaven will fall? So as far as I'm concerned, I don't believe that anybody in this country is a Muslim. I don't believe that anybody in this country is a Christian. If somebody died, the person is killed. If they do investigation, they don't say, oh, one Christian person was killed somewhere. It is Mr. This, Mr. That, Mr. This. So you are first and foremost. What about people who were Muslim? I read about one Reverend Father that is now a Muslim. He was Reverend Father for over 32 years. He has converted to Muslim. So if you have brought him into office because he was a Christian and suddenly becomes Muslim, what happened?
All right.
So as far as I'm concerned,
Thank you.
Live your faith in your house, do your own thing, your own religion in your house. Don't bring it to disturb public peace, for goodness sake.
So you're saying that you don't see these tickets actually affecting the Christian vote in the north?
Now, people are Christian when things don't favor them. If it were Christian, we can't be saying those things they are saying.
No, Kyle made the same statements, also referring to Labour Party.
It's just lip service.
Well, that's your opinion about that. So we're still moving on with issues on ground, and we'll start up with first with the assessment of Tinubu's running mate, which is the second thing we're going to be discussing this morning now. It says that the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress in the 2023 general elections today has really had so many reactions going from the issues happening today in Nigeria. Now, we're starting up with the second issue, and there is the assessment of the running mate of Tinubu in the next election that we're really planning to do now. Well, let's take an assessment of the personality of Shetima. The presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress in the 2023 general election, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has announced a former governor of Borno State, Kashim Shetima, as his running mate. The announcement came after Tinubu had a closed-door meeting with President Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired in his Daura private home on Sunday. Here are really bit of an issues or factors we should look at. First, we'll call him, we'll say maybe 15 things we should know. Shetima was born on September 2nd, 1966. Second thing we should know about him is that he attended Lassi Musa Primary School in Maiduguri from 1972 to 1978. Next is the third thing we should understand about him is that he started his secondary education at the government community secondary school, Bio, in southern part of Borno State from 1978 to 1980 and transferred to the government science secondary school, Kutum, now in neighboring Yobe State, where he completed his secondary education in 1983. And the next is he bagged a Bachelor of Science degree in agricultural economics in the University of Maiduguri in 1989. He then had his one-year compulsory youth service on the National Youth Service Corps schemes at the defunct Nigerian Agricultural Cooperative Bank, Calabar, Cross River State from 1989 to 1990. The sixth thing you should understand about him is that he obtained a master's degree in agricultural economics in 1991 at the University of Ibadan. Now, Shetima was a lecturer with the Department of Agricultural Economics, University of Maiduguri, and was in the academia from 1991 to 1993. The eighth thing you should know about the presidential or the vice presidential candidate of the personality, it says he worked as a banker from 1993 to 2007, working with several banks until rising to the position of a general manager of Zenith Bank. His political career began when he was appointed commissioner of the Borno State Ministry of Finance and Economics Development mid-2007. He was Commissioner of Local Governments and Chieftaincy Affairs 2008, Education 2009, Agriculture and Natural Resources, and finally of the Ministry of Health, from where he contested the Borno State governorship in 2011 under the platform of the now defunct All Nigerian People's Party, and was inaugurated as governor on May 29, 2011. He was re-elected as governor of Borno State in 2015. In February 2019, he became the winner of the Borno Central Senatorial District election, thereby replacing Senator Bubakaka Bashir. Now, Shetima won a number of awards and recognitions, including the 2014 Governor of the Year Leadership Newspaper Governor of the Year 2015 Nigerian Union of Journalists and National Body Governor of the Year 2015 Newswatch there Governor of the Year also 2015. Also went on Governor of the Year 2016 2017 Zik Prize for Leadership. He also won Kaduna NUJ Award, Courage and Exception Leadership. Also, then he is married to Nana Shetima, and they have 3 children, 2 females and males. The last thing you should understand that Senator Kashim Shetima was appointed as the vice presidential candidate of the APC in the 2023 general election on Sunday, July 10th, 2022, which took place yesterday. Gentlemen, that's just a brief profile of what people should understand about the vice presidential candidature of Kashim Shetima. So he's not just coming from the blues. So what is your statement about that?
This is not about the pedigree. It's not about qualification. Our country is becoming a place where issue of paper qualification rules without principles. This is not what yes, if you talk about academic qualification, he has no problem, because even constitutionally, for anybody to become anything politically, is about school start, SSC, finished. Whatever we are discussing now is an added, what we call added advantage. I am not against his profile, but can this man now go into office as a vice president and will follow our constitution? That's probably what happened. You saw what happened in US. By virtue of Osama bin Laden bombing the twin towers under the Bush's administration, Junior, by a Republican Party, led by the Republican Party, and just suddenly Obama came into office. If it were to be in this country, that era of Osama bin Laden would have been swept under carpet, because a new regime has taken over. So our law is inconsistent. It's not about our academic qualification. Today I won't tell anybody I'm a graduate or I have PhD or I won't tell anybody. I'm coming.
The individual of
that's what I'm saying. Our laws, the law, the so-called the law of the land, does it influence our leaders to behave well? So what we are discussing now about him is a good one, but it's not what will translate to good governance. It's about the mindset, the law of the land. If I go against the law of the land as a governor, as a president or vice president, will I give myself in?
All right.
Like we are seeing what happened in New York City, New York State, just last December. Just an indictment, the governor resigned. We are seeing highest level of misconduct in the land. Who has resigned? Come on, did you hear what happened in Sri Lanka? In Mexico? In Nigeria, it's not about academic qualification. We are the law of the land. If it's against me, will I obey?
All right.
So for me, this is we're in a political area where anybody. So paper qualification is not what will rule this country. So for me, as a person, he's qualified. First, to be a Nigerian, he has been able to get his SSC. problem. But with the profile, it's okay.
All right.
But my concern as a Nigerian now is we don't need to inch or to build on. We have had also a doctorate degree holder who was a former president of this country. We also saw what happened. So, my brother, my concern as we're approaching 2023, can we redress ourselves?
All right, thank you.
And go for good governance.
Thank you, Frank. Now, JAJ, we've seen the qualifications and the awards and the degrees backed by Kashim Shettima. And most people say this is actually fit for a vice president of Nigeria come 2023. And it's going to be a good support to Bola Tinubu. What's your take on his profile?
I think we have wasted some time on this program looking at Muslim ticket. I think that these are things we'll be talking about. His pedigree, where he has worked before, his result, what he has done. Saw so many awards, even though I don't trust some of those awards, but some are also good based on his previous works and experience, all those put together. Because where I worked before, my boss always said that you are as good as your last game. That's why I ask people, when they are telling me obedient this, obedient that, I ask them, what is obedient pedigree as a governor for 8 years in the state? So you have seen some of this stuff here. Don't also forget that agriculture, we are thinking of moving away from the oil economy to agriculture. And you have somebody who is an expert, who also lectures agri economy. Understand? Worked in the bank and worked in several areas, in government, in private, and all those put together. Don't also forget that if they succeed, he will be the one heading the economic team. So all those put together, I think the guy is good to go. So for me, Muslim, this, that, you don't because of religion and push a good guy who could deliver you from the dungeons, almost dungeons that we see ourselves right now. Now let me also give you a typical example. Something happened in Plateau Jos, right? That some people attack, some hoodlum attack church that was doing, I think, night video or something, and they have to run past the mosque. The imam in that mosque called them and said, look, you people enter here, let me stay, like putting yourself on the line. The imam is a Muslim, he's not a Christian, but he saved over 200 Christians that night, because when he came, they were like, oh, did you see anybody? He said, yes. They all ran past this place, and that was how the life of those people were saved. He's a Muslim. So we look at this Muslim, this, that, as if there's a war between the religious bodies. It's not making any sense to me. We should be looking at these things, look at people's pedigree, look at what they have done before, because if you are doing job, if you are doing, like, maybe they give you want to bid for a contract to build this studio, you submit, first and foremost, you submit what they call technical bidding. When you submit technical bidding, the people who are the procurement department look at the technical bidding and say, look, this guy have the technical know-how, before they will now ask you to call for commercial bidding, right? So this guy has submitted his own technical bidding right now. Can he handle the economy with what we are seeing right now? If it is me, my answer will be yes. And it's good to go.
All right, but you really trust some of the awards that he has.
No, I said some of the awards are questionable, because we've seen people who have not done anything before.
There is an award.
You want me to begin to call names here?
Well,
what is somebody like Ibiazu doing with award? I'm asking you,
well,
what is somebody like Autumn doing with award? What is Fish doing with Raincoat? Those guys don't deserve any award now. So that is why I said